Well, hello and blessed day. I had a pretty good day today. Pray that yours was well. So, if you read the title, you know that this is a setup. And I just have to do what I was told. Ah, so what's the setup? It's intentional. Do know that. I got a message from God. And God is asking those who are willing, those who feel that it's needed, to finish out your day. And prayfully, this message is getting to you in the evening when things have slowed down, when you have time to yourself, to be with God completely, when you have time to really tap into all those burdens that you've had, not just in the day, throughout your life. God needs you to come to Him to pray. And first and foremost, as a personal suggestion of mine, start your prayer off as you usually would. And if you haven't, start your prayer off with showing the utmost gratitude, because life is hard. Healing is hard. Submitting is hard. Admitting is hard that you have not been perfect, that you've carried so much by yourself, trying your best to show a strong face. Be strong on the front line, doing your best with every possibility that you can see. Start your prayer off always in gratitude. And then let it rip. Don't think about what you want to say. Don't think about how you're going to put it. Sorry for the phone shaking. Don't think about how you want to put it. Don't think about what it is that you want to put in a certain order of, your wishes, your desires. Just let it flow out. Let it come from the heart. Let it come from the heart so much that after you close your prayer, you are so blinded to what you even set at God's feet. Times are hard being human. Times are hard always feeling that you're under judgment. Times are hard feeling that you're carrying so much, that you have to carry so much even in the realms of forgiveness. Not knowing that God is always there with you, forgetting those moments, the times that you have, that God is always there with you, and that nothing that you have done has been in vain, and that He's always watching over you, and He's always paying attention to the grace, the responsibility, the intake that you have had to endure, times that you have had to forgive others without their understanding, times that you have to forgive yourself without even having clarity. It is so important that you take this time, to go to our Father, and that you thank Him with everything that you get, and that you let Him know, not just through the emotions that you carry throughout the day and the avoidance, that you have avoided so strongly, admitting to yourself, has even been a burden or a bother to you, that you set yourself free from everything that God knows has been there, that you acknowledge for yourself everything that God already knows. We live this life so much trying to be strong, trying to put our best foot forward, trying not even to impress, but just to make it through. Forgetting that we are not alone. At the same time, creating ourselves to feel as if we are. Let it out. Because right now, even while I'm holding back my tears, because I don't want to be one of those people who just hop online and start crying just to cry, for views and points or whatever the heck it's called. Trust and believe I'm definitely going to have my moment, as I per usually do. God doesn't judge you for letting him know, for tapping in with him, for crying on his shoulder, crying at the hem of his garment. God is not gonna penalize you for all the times that you have yet to come to him, because all that matters is that you come to him now. And if you don't believe in God, whatever higher power you believe in, get it off your chest. Get it out of your system. Have that cry, because crying is so healing. Crying is so refreshing, especially when you do it with the intent of relieving yourself of everything that you have been carrying. And make sure you breathe. Lord, please, make sure that you breathe. I don't know if you lost somebody recently. I don't know if you lost a connection recently. I don't know if things just haven't been working out for you the way that you would hope that they would. I don't know if you are just so grateful and feeling so abundant because of how things have been working out for you. I don't know what your situation and your circumstances are. I don't know how it is that you see yourself. I don't know the attack that you may feel based upon the things that still play in your head about how others have viewed you, or how you may perceive that others may view you now. I don't know the weight that you carry within your household, or what it takes for you to get out of bed in the morning, or to make sure that you make it through the night. Whatever it is, give it to God. Because giving it to God is a part of this healing journey. You have to return all things created back to him, including yourself, your spirit, your mind, your body, your soul, your heart, your everything that you have ever endured and counted. Let God know that you are grateful and so full of gratitude for wherever you are at now, even though things do not perceive themselves to be perfect. Whether you want less on your plate, or whether you're telling him that you are ready for more. This is all a part of the process, and all part of the reason why we're here. And on this earthly realm, this thing called emotions, trust me, you need God. You need God to help you through them. You need God to help you direct them. You need God to help you understand what they're about. The labels that you didn't even know to label them by name. The definitions that you didn't even think defined what you were feeling. Lift the veil. Let God be with you, as He always is. God is a jealous God. And for you to sit back and complain to anyone, for you to sit back and celebrate with anyone, for you to sit back even in silence and just take every shot that you get coming in your direction and not return it all to Him, is putting you at a disadvantage. Cry. Let it out. Leave it all on the floor. And so tomorrow you can start new. So tomorrow you can fill that space that you have for the new that God has prepared for you. So do. Forgive me. Sorry, not sorry. God has been tugging at me for the past couple of hours, telling me, you're going to do this. You're going to do this. I know this isn't the message that you wanted to base your channel off of, but you're going to do this. Show them, He said to me, show them that healing is not all about educating yourself about the labeling and the process and the details and the knowings and the blues clues of it all. Show them, let them know that the healing starts with God always, because He put it in your path for a reason. And everything that you ever go through, God has definitely set you up, and so you can always return back to Him. So I don't want to be on here crying. Obviously, I need to go have my moment. Obviously, I need to go have my moment, because there's so much even on my heart now that I didn't have on my heart before giving this message, that God will remind me, even though others can learn from me just as well as I can learn from others, I'm not perfect. And now that I've done this message, I can really understand why it was needed. For me, I can understand why it was needed. Because as much as I talk about being vulnerable and how vulnerability has been shown, just as the word sensitivity has been displayed as, bad and soft or weak, vulnerability and sensitivity also shows strength. We're human. And how often do you get to see somebody be in their authentic vulnerability? How often? How many times have you walked past somebody repeatedly and you've never seen them fall? And I would definitely say I'm one of those people. I don't show it all the time. I have no problem with showing it. I really don't. But I also understand why it's personal. I also understand why it's private. Because you do, and as you should, be careful who you allow to see you in such a way. Because not everybody has your best interests at heart. And so many, as we live in a world of the wicked, so many will do their best to use it against you, trying to play chess when really they're playing checkers. So as I stated, have your moment. Go have your moment. Understand, God cares more than anybody, any living being could ever care for you. Can ever care for you. God does. And I am so grateful, and I am so blessed to be loved in such a way. No matter any love that I've ever felt that I lost, no matter any love that I felt that was a missed opportunity, any engagement, God has definitely filled my heart up with so much that I don't know where else I could have got it. So whatever you're going through, whether in silence or out loud and it seems as if no one's listening, get with God, because beginning of the day, at the end of the day, that's all that really matters, is that you get with God. Modern spirits. I knew that was going to happen, because what I'm saying is good. So as I said, this message was a setup, and it definitely was a setup on me. And to anybody who may be watching who, don't like me much, by all means, play it over and over. So as much more as I would like to say, I'm being told to leave it here. I'm being told to leave it here. Take care of yourself. Be well. Stay in faith. Move in faith. And always know that you got God, even when you don't feel like you got yourself. Be blessed.